Alright, it is time for some figure news, so let's get into it because there's a lot to cover. So first of all, we have Loscont or Loscont's Armed Battle Angel series, Misty Rain. This is their third in the line, and I gotta say, she looks better than the others, in my opinion. She does have movable eyes, which I don't believe the other two had. The second one definitely didn't. I'm pretty sure the first one didn't either. This one looks a bit more modern, I think. I don't know, it's just something about the whole design. Maybe it is just the movable eyes, which makes her look a bit better. So yeah, very much looking forward to this one because the second one that I have a review for, she had a kind of a weird face, in my opinion. And I think this one looks a lot better. So she does come with a whole bunch of stuff. So kind of a head swap to wear a hat. And then got 3 faces and some soft goods, so that's pretty cool. Next we got FogToys Layla and Ira. So this is a pair of nun girlies. They're a pair, but they're like separate purchases. So yeah, it's quite interesting because FogToys, they're the ones who made kind of like mecha steampunkish figures before. Very reminiscent of like Husky Fiona. And now they're doing 1/12 squishy nun bodies. So that is, I guess, quite heavily inspired by the other figures that we have. Because if you take a close look, actually, the cross there, it is the exact same one that Husky Freeds uses. So I think that's pretty interesting. Just a few more pictures here, so of course she does have a bunch of soft goods, that's very interesting. Bare feet, if you're into that, and a whole bunch of accessories. So usually I believe there is like a figure purchase and then there's like a separate accessory set, but if you grab them off Wombusby, then you get everything bundled up together. And of course I will have links down below for you. This is what the other girlie looks like, so this is Aira. I guess Aira, not Ira, right? Aira. So kind of a more innocent, cutesy looking nun with a special face. So yeah, they will go well together, although they do not come together, right? So you either buy this one and it comes with like the chair and all the accessories, or you buy the other one. That's a very interesting pose there. And it comes with her and all the accessories, right? So it's either Layla or it's Ira, and they come with similar stuff. Of course, we do have to give Snail Shell Cinderella another mention because, well, she is worth mentioning. So this is what she looks like. I think pretty nice, you know. So it's Nikke, it's Snail Shell, Cinderella. My god, that is round. So yeah. Still up for order, I believe, and if you're on the fence, then I would say if finances aren't an issue, then grab her first and decide later whether you want to keep her. But yeah, this is definitely one to keep an eye out for. I believe the next one coming out should be Garu, the tiger, and then Bunny Girl Rena, I think. This is Spring Festival Liya by LadoToys. So we got Liya in a soft goods outfit, spring festival vibe. Comes with a whole bunch of stuff, and we see some interesting things there which we'll flick through. So we got a fluffy tail this time, which is pretty interesting. If you have a look at the hair there is a haircut? There is a cut in the hair which does allow for more articulation, I hope. Because the original Liya, she did have just a single strand, so it does look like it moves out of the way a little bit. And whole outfit looking pretty good. Hopefully the quality of the fabric and everything is good, and there's hopefully no paint transfer or dye rubbing, because I think it'll be okay, hopefully, because that black material, I don't think that will rub off, but not quite sure about the red, so hopefully it's okay. This face is super cute, and also this face is also super cute. The point I wanted to make is that all her faces are interchangeable with the original Liya, so you can do mix and matching and swaps and all that. I believe some of her like limbs and stuff, like the legs, and you got like bare paws and stuff as well. They should be swappable. Of course, when you try to do swaps and stuff like that, then do heat up your figures first, or dip them in like hot water, use a hairdryer or whatever, just to make sure that, you know, you don't damage the joints or anything. But of course, her clothes do come off, so that is quite interesting. So yeah, very much looking forward to this one, not just because her clothes come off, because very pretty looking figure. Let me know what you think about this one. We do have some Sushing Miko girls. This is Uefuji Kikyo, and then there's a long-haired girly named Sakura as well. And so there's kind of like a base body leotard type thing. And she does have some soft goods, so there you go, the soft goods there. Bonus of feet, apparently, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah, looking pretty good, very eye-catching, fairly straightforward design, I guess, but it does look pretty good. This is what the other girl looks like, so this is Sakura, and I guess she's a drinker, which is cool. She can go with like, what's her name, Scarlet and stuff. So back sculpting and everything, looking pretty good. Honestly, nothing wrong with Sushing's sculpting, it's just their QC, right? So hopefully for the next two bunny girls in the bras line, they iron out the QC. And then, you know, I keep saying this, and then they will compete with the best of the figure brands. But for now, you know, it's kind of like, when you think of a Sushing release, or when I think of a Sushing release, I'm like, man, I hope nothing breaks. But anyway, I'll have them linked down below as well. This is Husky Merina, of course, and yeah, we're very much looking forward to this one. It's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. So, new husky body with the squishy upper and lower torso, and then double knees, elbows, and all that stuff. Soft goods as usual, and fantastic looking faces and hair sculpt. Oh, by the way, the cat maid, do have a review for her, so please do go and check it out if you haven't. And if you do manage to grab her, or if you're on the fence about her, I would suggest grabbing her soon, because on AliExpress, for example, the prices have been shooting up. So if you do see her for a good price, then I would say grab her now while you still can. But coming back to Merina, she has, what, 2 guns, and then some daggers and stuff, soft goods. So that is Marianne, kind of dead there, which is not very good. Otherwise, I really do like how the goggles can be taken off this time, which wasn't the case with Fiona. So yeah, Husky, despite being a little bit slow sometimes, are putting out some exceptional stuff. Do look forward to this one, as well as NTW 20, I believe, from Girls Frontline as well. So Resident Evil is of course the talk of the town lately, and I guess just in general it's quite a popular franchise. By Patriot Studio, we do have a bunch of different accessory sets, so that's pretty interesting. They also did the Nemesis as well. They are also making classic Nemesis, so if you're into this kind of thing, then that is one to keep your eyes out for. We'll keep you guys posted about that as well. Of course, there is the LadoToys Ada Wong, who is super expensive these days, so if you do find her at a good price, then do pick her up. She does seem pretty cool. What is cooler, however, is this life-sized realistic silicon Ada Wong. Of course, there's also Jill and Ashley, and a bunch of other insanely detailed characters. These Gamelady dolls have the most important features that you'll definitely love, such as a squishy chest, realistic hair, and super detailed faces and outfits. And you can pretty much do anything with them because they are anatomically correct. And by that I mean pose and take pictures and stuff with them, of course. They're also super customizable as well, even more so than a lot of action figures, so that's pretty crazy. And of course, shipping is free and discreet, so no worries there. Do check out your favorite waifus and girlies in full size, linked down below. And thank you to Gamelady for sponsoring this video. Speaking of bro toys, we also have Demon Hunter Kael. I believe there's a typo there. that's Dante, right? He has a whole bunch of stuff, so that is pretty cool if you're into this kind of stuff. And there is also Raze. I don't know what your name is, I'm sorry. Do let me know who this bro is. Yeah, looking good. I think LadoToys does do some good stuff, so hopefully I'll be able to pick something up from them and check it out myself. But otherwise, yeah, you got like a little hand swap there, I think, and a whole bunch of different weapons. This is a little articulation showcase of Fun Toys Xiaoyu, I believe, Heartthrob Girl. So range is actually pretty good, and she has a soft torso, so very similar to the Husky body, the new Husky body. And yeah, range is pretty insane. Like, look at that backwards bend, the side bends. And I think the body looks pretty good as well when it's moving, so it's not too awkward once you have the soft goods on. Curious to see how it looks without the soft goods, but I guess most of the time you'll have her dressed up, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so that's kind of what she looks like. So the hip area and like the shoulders will kind of move out of the way to allow for more range. And yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty keen to see how they do, because I do believe it is their first figure. And if you're wondering, I just grabbed this off of the maker's Red Note, so shout out to them. And we've got real feet as well, kind of. Real shoes, I mean. We got some size comparisons here as well, so that is very much appreciated. This is the Fury Toys, right? LadoToys, X-Kokan Quinn Lee, Eileen of course, Tappy Gal, Model Kit, I believe. Model Kit, SHF, 30-Minute Sisters, also a model kit. That's the crazy figure body. V-Toys? This is a test. Notta, of course. I don't know what that is. Roman Key? Notta again. And yeah, so scales well with pretty much all the 1/12 girlies and guys, I suppose. So yeah, very much looking forward to this one. These are the Bilibili Biker girls. So there's a bunch of different options. You can either get 2 girls with the bike, you can get individual girls, or you can get girls with bike. So we'll just click into this one just to make it a bit easier to see. And so let's see what we have. I believe the darker colored one is 22, and that one's 33, I think. But otherwise, Animesta making 1/12 action figures is pretty interesting, and so you can do a head swap to give them their helmet. But otherwise, they look pretty cool. I'm very keen to see how Animesta do with 1/12 girlies, because I do believe they are making a bunch of them, and some of them have like squishy torso as well. So yeah, very much looking forward to checking these ones out, hopefully. But yeah, let me know what you think of these ones so far. Just a quick mention to the Sexy Ice Zatard Hound. Don't know how that's if that's how you pronounce it, but little doggy, right? Pretty cool. Do get your orders in, because you know, Sexy Ice stuff, they'll just run out and then shoot up in price. I think orders close either mid-month or end of the month, so there is maybe some time, but if you're gonna grab it, then don't forget to do that. I'll have links down below, of course. It's pretty interesting how you can use the ears to like cover the eyes, and it's like a different kind of more stealthy aesthetic. I believe that's what they're going for. But otherwise, yeah, pretty simple figure, honestly, but if you have any Sexy Eyes stuff, or if you've heard about them, then I reckon it's worth picking up, just as, you know, a little companion for whatever other figures you have, and, you know, just as an in case you want it later and then you're not able to find it kind of thing, because, you know, I have not been able to find the Mantis Girl anywhere. So, yeah, do keep your eyes out for these ones, of course. From Aoshima, we do have a new Kemopla, the Grey Wolf. And also shout out to Aoshima, because they did send me some Kemopla kits, which I will do some build streams, depending on... Just keep your eyes out for them. I'll do some build streams. Nothing fancy, just kind of like chill streams to hopefully build them up. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And just to kind of see what they're all about. So this is the Grey Wolf. Very, very nice looking. And just a point to note is that there are 3 levels of like Kemo or furries. And the full furry faces will have movable eyes. So that is pretty cool. It's kind of a trend that I've been noticing in a lot of model kits. They all have, well, a lot of them are having movable eyes. So that's good. I do like them. This is the like middle furry or middle Kemo face, which doesn't have movable eyes. Still very cute. And then there is like a human part set, which I also do have, so we'll be building that up as well. And they are fairly similar to 1/12 girlies, so they should fit like just your average 1/12 clothing. And I believe these ones are done by A-Zone. I think they do like a little collaboration type thing. But yeah, Kemopla. Very interested and excited to check these out. On the topic of model kits, we have a whole bunch by Plamatia. So we got this dude. we got Tokiha, my Tokiha. We got Cutie Honey. We got Honey Kisaragi. We got a few blank body type things. We got Valkyrie Tune. We got Fate. We got Motoko, of course, Resilient Stout, and a whole bunch of others. There is some stuff from Plamax as well, so there is the She-3, I don't know how to pronounce that. And there is the Sophia F. Schering Vampire version. So, what, last year, I think? The Tiger version was like top sales in Japan Army, so I guess this one will be popular too. It looks very nice, super cute. So if you're into model kits, then don't forget to snatch these ones up as well. Kotobukiya, bunch of stuff as well. So we got a new fresh Megalamaria girl. Looking pretty cool actually. So a whole bunch of stuff going on. Movable eyes, I believe. Masked face. So it does look pretty cool. If I was into model kits, then I would probably get something like this, but alas, I am not a model kit fan because I'm very lazy. We got some hyper body stuff. We got Red Rapi, of course. Bunny Alice, I believe. So some of these girls are getting like a second pre-order period because they were so popular, I guess. We got some yo-yos. Anyone play with yo-yos? And apparently Red Hood is pretty good. I still don't have my copy, so I unfortunately won't be able to tell you whether it's good or not, but apparently she's pretty good, from what I've heard from numerous people. Apparently Anise, you know what, I'm not going to comment on that. We'll wait until we get her in hand, right? So I just wanted to give a mention to the Neo Eden girls, the blind box girls. So essentially when you buy off of Bombasby, you'll get all 10 of these, no duplicates, and then either this one or the other special one. Because they are usually blind boxes, so what happens is there's 8 regulars and then 2 rares, so there's there's a chance for them to get swapped out, like a gacha type thing, but if you buy them here, you'll get all 11. I do understand it's kind of a tall order, it's like 225, but hey, it's 11 figures. But I'll also have links down below to like AliExpress where you can buy solos if you want to do that instead. But I think they're pretty cool, so each of them have 2 faceplates with movable eyes, I believe. Soft goods, as you can see, different kind of guns and weapons and stuff like that. And so, yeah, very much looking forward to these, because I think the articulation is pretty good as well. They don't show it here, but I'll chuck up a picture of like what the base body looks like. So, yeah, do keep an eye out for these ones as well. We do have 2 more new Neko Hoshikawa girls by Exthrion under the Demonic Sound line, I guess, or the version rather. So these are the cat girls, although they don't seem to have ears, which is a little bit suspicious. But anyway, their name's still Neko Hoshikawa. Whole bunch of different faceplates, and the bottom 2 have movable eyes, so that is an improvement. That is a whole lot of faces, holy crap. So a whole bunch of different faces. This one is in blonde. I think maybe the faces are interchangeable with the others, so the other 2 cat girls, the black and red ones. So there's the green one, that's what she looks like, and that is the black one. Yeah, their faces look fairly similar, so maybe they are interchangeable. And of course there is the green-haired version. I believe they come with the same amount of stuff, maybe? I'm gonna wait for it. Yeah, so same amount of stuff, which is a little bit different from the black and red one because the red was the simplified version. So they're all the same, either just yellow hair and silver... What is that? Cookware? Cutlery? For the other one. And then I think some of the faces might be different. Nope, they're exactly the same. There is also a cowgirl by Bear Panda and A-Fox who made painted skin, and they are doing the other like Egyptian-esque girly. So this is a bigger girly though. She's 1/8 scale, so quite large, even larger than Animester girls. So very interesting. Although she does have like all the squishy bits, and she is very cute. So I do wish she was 1/12 scale. Oh my, demonetization. So yeah, yeah, I guess interested. Not interested because of this, just like in general, you know, because it's like a cute design. But anyway, for all of this kind of stuff, do let me know which is your most anticipated. What are you looking forward to? Please do consider using the links down below. It doesn't cost you anything extra and helps to support the channel. And oh my, and we also do have Discord via YouTube membership and Patreon if you are interested. So that's about it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.